Okay, here's how you filter water with the little system I built. You set the legs up like that, one set like that, one on the inside. You make a crude tin foil cup out of the aluminum foil, punch holes in the bottom with a knife, and then you filter your dirty water through the filter. I just put some like pepper and spices and stuff I had in the cupboard in the water to see how well it worked. And there you go, nice filtered water. You could do about 300 mils at a time before you had to lift the filter out and either boil the water in the pan or put it in another container and repeat the filtering process. But filtering it and boiling the water, there you go, that's the water treatment end of the little kit. A lot of survival kits and that kind of thing, they give you a plastic, collapsible plastic bottle or a bag, something of that kind. They give you coffee filters, but they don't really give you an apparatus to filter the water like this with just plastic and a plastic bag and some filters. So there you go. Okay, I've heard of this being done. I've never actually seen it or tried it myself. So we'll give this a shot. Cooking with tea lights. See if you can boil water and cook with tea light candles. I figure my little system I designed has the best chance of working out at this. I want to try and boil water and see if I can cook. I've only had them on about 3 or 4 minutes. Can you read the clock there? It's 8:09, so we'll say 8:05 I started. We'll give it some time, see if it can boil water. And it's actually warming up already. It was room temperature, or tap water, cold tap water. It's actually room temperature warmer. We'll see. Okay, it's been about an hour. You can see it, 9:08. 9:08 on the stove. The tea light stove and cookware set. It's taken about an hour, but it did start boiling. I'm just showing you the. I knew I made this lid for a reason, to help it boil. Now it's taken about an hour, but it's just boiling. That would be enough, and there's quite a bit of water in there. There's like, this is actually an older pan I've had for a long time. I'm experimenting with it. Don't ruin the new one. There's actually quite a bit of water in there, about, I don't know, 700 mils, 2/3 of a quart. Which would take a lot, even for a council, but it's boiling good enough. So now, that would be certainly be good enough for like instant oatmeal, instant coffee, hot chocolate, that kind of thing, or ramen noodles. So you could certainly do that much. But I'm going to try and make soup with some of the contents of the package. This I chopped up fine before I packaged it, because it packaged better, the beef jerky. Some of the pasta, the spaghettini I broke up, and I'm pretending that somewhere in the hungry scenario, in the glove box of the car, or bottom in a desk drawer, the lunchroom at work, corner of the backpack, I found 4 ketchup, and I'm going to use half a bouillon cube. So I think we're going to start with the pasta first. Try to get that to cook. Okay, so I'm going to go on with this. I'll let you know how it works out in a little while. Well, the pasta's been simmering for about 10 minutes now. I'll keep doing the wrong switch. And it seems to be cooked, or at least softened enough. So, next we'll add the bouillon cube. I only went with half. And I used about half of the jerky that was in the kit and about half the pasta. So I've got to stir this up to dissolve it. Oops, I'm off camera there. I'm going to stir this up to dissolve the bouillon. I wasn't sure it would dissolve. Maybe I better put the whole cube in. We do have 4 of them. So that's cooking. Put the beef jerky in too. getting you guys off camera. Okay, so we'll let that simmer for a while. Stirring it here to make sure the bouillon dissolves. Have a taste of it. Let's see what that's like right now. Not bad, yeah. Putting in the whole cube of bouillon was right. So we'll let that simmer for a few more minutes, try and soften up the jerky. And then I'll put in the 4 packs of ketchup. And I'll let you know. Okay, now a couple tips on handling gangs of tea light. You can use a birthday candle to light them. That helps a lot, makes it quicker. Start in the center, work your way out. When you're putting out a big gang of tea lights like this, don't blow it out. You'll blow wax all over the place. Take something like a knife or a stick, something like that. Oops. And touch the flame to put it out. Do them one at a time. Don't try to blow out a big gang of candles. So, the jerky soup seems to be doing fine. I'll put the ketchup in and get right back to you. Wow, this is getting a really good boil going on these tea lights. I didn't expect that. That would certainly be enough to treat water and sterilize it as good as tablets. And that's with one tea light out. You notice one tea light there, oh, it went out. Made the other ones black too. Oh, 2 of them are burning kind of funny. I better be careful about that. Anyways, the soup is done. You could cook rice. The thing about tea lights is you can blow them out or put them out. Don't blow them out, I said touch them out. And they burn for, the good ones, 5-6 hours. And this has been about an hour and a half maybe of cooking. And I've only burnt down about, oh, I don't know, a 1/6 or a 1/7 of the tea light. So you could do this 7 or 8 times on one set of tea lights. So I'm going to add the ketchup. I'll get back to you. Okay, now I got a bit of a problem here. I got to put these out. Everything's done. See what I'm doing? Touch them out. That thing's bad. That shouldn't have happened. Just relighting those other ones. Can't put that one out. Ooh, that's a little danger with the gang tea lights. I'm gonna have to deal with this. Hold on. Okay, that one candle went bad there. I guess you gotta watch that while it's cooking. Anyways, I just lifted the pot off with a tea towel and put the lid on the candles to put them out. Now, be careful. The one side that was next to the soup was wet. You gotta flip it over and use the dry side to put the candles out. Well, I know one of these went bad. That one there made a bunch of soot. Oh well. But I got some soup out of the deal anyways. I'd have to be careful about that with the gang candles. That's why I did it on a cookie sheet. So there you go. There's the soup. Let's have a taste. There's the soup. Actually not bad. I'm gonna make a sandwich and eat it with it. The jerky softened up pretty good, I imagine, the more you left it. Yeah, that's really good. Now I would deal some out into the little plate, into the little bowl. But it's supper time. I'm gonna make a sandwich and have it with the soup. We'll maybe talk to you later. Or I guess. Okay, there it is. I'm like the mad scientist of Bush with all this stuff. Anyways, the problem I had was this candle, the flame was touching the bottom of the pot from the start. I don't think it'd be too much of a problem, but it built up a big cone of soot or something on the bottom of the pot. And then the candle went out, and I thought that was fine. That was like about an hour in. But something happened to the soot that it dissolved, let go of the pan, and contaminated these 2 other ones. And that made the whole surface like a wick for some reason, and I had a problem with those flaring up. But luckily, I had this handy and it just went out like that. That's right. So, my advice again, be careful with the gang candles if you use them in the house. The last thing you want to do during a blackout is set your place on fire. So be very careful with the stuff. You notice how I set up. So there'd be a little, touch the candles out, don't blow them out. And have something handy like oven mitts or gloves, something so if you do develop a problem with the candles, you can lift this off, quickly put it to the side and put the candles out with the lid or so. Okay, well, I guess that's about it for now. Good hunting and sweet water, my friends.